Making a veggie sloppy joe, you will need 2 big tomatoes or 6 to 8 Roma tomatoes, 2 big green bell peppers, 1 big onion. I'm using the sweet Vidalia onion. You'll need the paprika, some potatoes, some frozen peas, butter, and olive oil and salt. And there's a special seasoning that we will need, and I'm going to talk about that in a later part. Here I have grinded up, processed my 1 big onion, and now I'm going to process the green bell peppers. I'm going to process my green bell peppers. That looks good. Crushing the 2 big tomatoes. Heavy bottom pan, I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of butter, and to that I'm going to add some olive oil. And I would not like it to get so brown, but my pan was too hot already. To this I'm going to add all of my crushed onion. It has been about 5 minutes and the onions look cooked. They're not browned or anything, but they have been thoroughly cooked. And to this I'm going to add my green bell peppers, crushed green bell peppers. Give it a stir and let it cook for another 15 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes, and at this time I'm going to add my frozen peas. This is about half a pack of, it's about 16 ounces of frozen peas. And I'm going to try and give it a stir and let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. My potatoes, and now it's time to mash them with a masher. Pan, I've added some olive oil and some butter. To that, I'm going to add some Pawbhaji masala. Adding about 3 tablespoons of this. And you can find this Pawbhaji masala in any Indian grocery stores. Give that a stir. I'll take it off the heat because the oil was already too hot and I don't want my spices to burn. Okay, it smells heavenly. Alright, to this I am going to add lots of paprika. Add all of this. Paprika is not very spicy at all. It's very mild, but it gives great color and flavor. Okay, and I'm going to give it a stir. And put it back on the heat. Also at this time I'm going to add a little bit of my crushed tomatoes. And this is not canned crushed tomatoes. These are fresh crushed tomatoes. Okay. And I'm just adding a little bit so that my spices don't get burned, but they get cooked first. And we don't form any chunks. Okay. To this, I'm going to add about this is half teaspoon, another half teaspoon, so 1.5 teaspoon, and 2 teaspoons, about 2.5 teaspoons salt, and I'm using sea salt. Well, you can use any salt, doesn't matter. So once you add the salt, the tomato releases the water, and I'm slowly going to add all my tomatoes in. You know, they get cooked, and then I'll add some more, and then they'll get cooked, and I'll add some more. And I'm going to keep doing that until I've added both of my big large tomatoes to this. And once that is done, it will go back into my green mixture that's been cooking over here. Alright, I'll show you in a minute how it looks. The tomatoes have reduced quite a bit. At this time, I'm going to add about 3 to 4 lime or lemon juices. I'm using lime juice today because that's all I have. You can use lime juice or lemon juice, but American lime or lemon juice do not have the sourness that Indian lime juice have. So that's why I need to at least have 3 big limes. So I'm going to do that with all of these limes. Mixed in all my lime juice, and now it's time to add this tomato gravy into the potato mash. Okay, now it's time to cook it for about 5 more minutes so that everything is combined well and cooked and warmed again. So we'll cook it one more time until everything is well mixed. This is all mixed up and looks delicious, smells delicious, and I'm going to show you how to serve it. One thing I would like to say is that make sure you don't use Brussels potatoes. You should use the red skin potatoes or the white skin potatoes because they are more sticky. The Brussels potatoes are not so sticky, and what happens, it keeps drinking the water, and this this whole texture that you get with the red potatoes or the white potatoes, you will not get it, and either it's going to be too watery or too dry. And if you keep adding, you know, once you add Brussels potatoes, it's going to be too dry, and then you try to add more tomatoes, and then you can hardly taste the potatoes. So just my recommendation is to use red or white potatoes.